So today we are going to discuss on a wonderful gatha from Dhammapada. So this gatha is signifying signifying about how profound is Buddhism. It is expresses how this body made up and and how it arises and passes away so quick, so fast. So before telling this gatha, I would like to narrate a story regarding this gatha, which makes you easy to understand this gatha. So this story is like this. When the Lord Buddha was staying in Jetavana monastery near Sravasti. So there, the Buddha were teaching Vipassana meditation. He was giving a talk on Vipassana meditation. And then this 500 monks were there. They heard that Buddha is emphasizing on Vipassana meditation. And if anyone practice this Vipassana meditation, he can experience instant transformation in this life. In this life, he can see the change and he can also experience the great transformation. So these 500 monks were highly impressed with this talk as they heard that Buddha is teaching Vipassana meditation and the benefit of this Vipassana meditation. Then these 500 monks thought to visit to the Buddha, and they approached to the Buddha. And then the Buddha teach them this practice of Vipassana meditation very clearly, as they were very interested to learn this Vipassana meditation. So accordingly, Buddha also taught very nicely to them. Normally, whenever a person approached to the Buddha, first the Buddha has a special quality. He can read others' mind as well as the level of the mind of that person, what kind of method he is able to practice. So we can see in meditation, many of us are feel comfortable by observing incoming and outgoing breath. And many people, they cannot feel the breath even. For them, it is like very difficult task to observe incoming and outgoing breath. And some of them feel the breath somewhere at the nostril. Some meditator feels breath in the nose, where the breath touches. And some meditators feel frustrated. They become very frustrated by observing incoming and outgoing breath because they cannot see anything else. And they pressurize somewhere on the eyes, and they try to visualize breath where it is going and coming. So breath is not something to see from eye. It is very much to see the from where it touches, like how we feel the air from the fan. Like this, we have to observe the breath. So Buddha could read the mind, and he was able to give a suitable method to individual person. So here, Buddha delivered them a talk on Vipassana meditation. And as they were very interested, so they took this practice and went to the forest. In the forest, where there were some villages nearby this forest. So the people saw the monks are coming for meditation practice. They were very excited and very faithful towards the bhikkhus. So they have decided to help them by giving food. So like this, the monks were practicing this meditation, Vipassana meditation. But they have practiced this meditation for quite a long time, but they were not able to practice vipassana properly. Of course, they had gained some kind, some sort of concentration, some sort of tranquility, but they were not able to practice this vipassana meditation. So one day, all of them had a discussion and decided to go back to the Buddha and request him to give them some suitable meditation according to their temperament. So they were on the journey to Sravasti, and when they entered to the Sravasti, they entered to the Jetavana monastery. As the Jetavana monastery was very big monastery during that time. So suddenly they saw mirage appearing, and they seen this mirage vividly appearing. They see them, they saw and contemplate on that mirage and sit on a ground, and they contemplate on that mirage, and some sort of concentration they gain. And then after some time, there were heavy rain. When there were heavy rain, they could see the bubbles appearing and disappearing because of that rain. Because of that rain, the big drop of that rain, when it come to the ground, it makes some bubbles. So those bhikkhus were in the hurry. They were searching for shelter, and they sat and make them comfortable, and they observed those bubbles appearing and disappearing. Now, when they have observed these bubbles appearing and disappearing, similarly, they understood, oh, this body also appearing and disappearing. Even a single part of this body is in the flux. It's changing so quick. It's arising and passing away like these bubbles. Then the Lord Buddha was in his kuti. He could read their mind from his kuti, and he became aware of their mind. And he approached there, and he gave this wonderful gatha. So he gave this wonderful gatha. The gatha is like this: one who looks upon the world as a bubble and a mirage, him the king of death sees not. Like a meditator who sees this world as bubble appearing and disappearing. I think we should, as the Buddha said, one who sees this world as a bubble means this body as a bubble. When you meditate, so what is this bubble? Let us discuss. So this bubble is what we call in Buddhism is kalapa. In Hindi, you can call anu parmanu. In English, you can call it atoms, subatoms. So these are the materiality is arising and passing away in this body. So only a meditator who's meditating regularly and they have good concentration, they can see even a single part of this body is appearing and disappearing in the form of atoms. So in Buddhism, it is called as kalapa. In Hindi, you can call anu, parmanu, I think in Telugu language also. So these monks, after hearing this gatha, these monks become enlightened. They have attained the enlightened stages. There are some different stages of enlightenment. Sotapanna, Sagadagami, Anagami, and Arhat. So they all of them attain this stage of enlightenment. And this kind of practice you can even whoever practice this meditation, you can experience by yourself. So yes, so whatever the materiality arising and passing away, of course it is very subtle. By naked eyes we cannot see them, we cannot observe. But as our concentration and we observe our body, surely we can observe, we can see the arising and passing away of this body. There are two methods actually to see the body as I have studied. One is like, before you observe this anu, parmanu, or what you call atoms, subatoms, you have to practice 4-element meditation. That is meditation on earth, meditation on water element, on fire, or meditation or on air element. So total there are these 4 elements. When you penetrate this 4 element in your own body, then you can see these atoms in your own body. Of course, there are scientists who have seen these atoms, subatoms through some instrument, but they have not seen by their mind. That is why they are not enlightened. So if a person meditates regularly, they can penetrate, and they can see the rising and passing away of this anu, parmanu in the body. Yeah, there are some meditators who can see these things in specific part of the body. Say, for example, you can see here only this area rising and passing away of anu, parmanu, atoms. So you can consider, when you are actually experiencing this thing, you can consider, oh, there are these things like this in whole body. Even though you are not experiencing these atoms, these bubbles throughout the body, but you are experiencing on specific part of the body. But you can take it as, yes, there are same nature. There is this same nature in whole body. It is acceptable in the Buddhist text. You can, because you are experiencing impermanent here in this body. So when these monks have seen arising and passing away of this body, they can also experience anicca. They understood anicca, impermanence of this body, and suffering, because whatever is impermanent is suffering. And what is suffering? So there are 3 characteristics, as the Buddha said: anicca, anatta, dukkha. So when you are experiencing anicca, impermanent, then surely you will experience anatta, non-self. And if you are experiencing non-self, then of course whatever is changing and changeful, and if you have not control over this materiality, then it is non-self. That is why it is suffering, unsatisfactoriness. So you can consider as dukkha, anicca, anatta, dukkha. These are the 3 mottos of practicing vipassana meditation. When you are practicing vipassana meditation, then surely you will come across to experience these 3 points: anicca, that is impermanent; anatta, that is non-self; dukkha, that is suffering. So so when they have understood this, they become enlightened. And still this practice is taken by different meditators, such as in Goenkaji's tradition, you might be aware, they also experience, they have practice on Vedana, practice on feelings. They see arising and passing away of feelings, pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, neutral feelings. And afterwards, they go into the depth, and they can see the arising, passing away of these bubbles, what you call it, kalapa. So they are also emphasizing on this. And there are some different schools of practice, different tradition, we can call different tradition to practice this method. Before they practice this meditation, they practice 4-element meditation. What I told you just now: meditation on earth, meditation on fire, meditation on water, meditation on wind. When they penetrate and see the earth element throughout the body, what is this earth element? The characteristic of earth element is hardness. So we have hardness. The bones are hard. You can feel that. So you have to penetrate throughout your body, this hardness, softness, smoothness. And likewise, a different element, say for example, Apo element, that is water element. You have to penetrate this in your whole body, such as saliva is also part of water element, and tears also part of water element, and blood is also part of water element. Fate is also part of water element. Urine is also part of water element. Like this, you have to penetrate these 4 elements throughout the body. Then you will come across to observe these bubbles throughout the body. That is why in the beginning I said Buddhism is very profound, is very close to the science. That is why Buddhas, many people say Buddhism is scientific religion. Why it is? It is because it is not just written in the books, but you actually can experience these things here and now. So what happened when you experience these things? Then the wrong view which we are holding, we will release it. What is that wrong view? The body is mine. Body is mine. But if the body is mine, then it should be remain as unchanged body. It should not be changed. So this kind of wrong understanding, because of this wrong understanding, we are occupied with so many evil thoughts, so many wrong perception we are carrying in our day-to-day life. When we give up this view, then we can remain in the peace. Whoever appreciates us, we will not lose our calmness. Oh, such fellow is praising me. And whoever abusing us, you will not be disturbed. If anyone is abusing you, you will not be disturbed. Okay, today you have good name, okay. Tomorrow you have bad name, okay, because you know the nature of this body. Okay, so this is the talk. Let me tell this gatha again for you to understand once again. So I will recite in the Pali, then I will read in English. Yatha pubbalakang passe, yatha passe marichikang, evam lokang avikhantang, machu raja na passati. In English, one who looks upon the world as a bubble and a mirage, him the king of death sees not. So this is the meaning, because when they see this body, they can be enlightened. In this gatha, you have heard that they were contemplating this body as impermanence, because the body is keep on changing. They understood the nature of this body and non-self and suffering. That is why they become enlightened. So with this short talk, I would like to conclude here with the well-wishing. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanu bhavena sada sothi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanu bhavena sada sothi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanu bhavena sada sothi bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.